your ruler.
Zod.
Your lands, your possessions, your very lives will gladly be given in tribute to me.
What's up, guys? So it looks like they turned Robin gay. I mean, I don't know why they have to keep doing stuff like this. I really think they're not doing it to write good stories or make good characters. They're doing it to piss people off. They're doing it to rile people up, and either so they can get more eyes and more clicks and more sales, or just to get people fighting with each other. I don't know. At this point, I don't know if it's a psyop, if it's just clickbaity style business or what, but this is ridiculous. It's like, why do they keep doing this stuff? Why do they keep doing this stuff? Like, for example, they just turned Gonzo into Gonzo the Muppet. They turned Gonzo the Muppet into a transsexual. It's like, okay, you guys know MMORPGs, right? Okay, let's take an MMORPG, right? Let's take you know how all MMORPGs have create a character, right? Every MMORPG has a create a character, and you go through this long process of customizing your own character, creating their costume, creating their backstory, all that stuff. And this exists in all MMOs. But let's just pick one for example. Let's say the DC universe is an MMO, right? Now, if you're playing an MMO, you can't just, like, if I'm playing, you know, I can't just pick Superman and say, okay, now I'm gonna bring him into my character creator and start changing all his stuff. Because at some point, when you just keep changing stuff, it becomes a whole new character, and it's not even the same character anymore. It's you know what I mean? Like, I can't say, oh, there's a reason you can't play as those characters in MMOs. You have to create a new character, right? You have to create a new character. You can't just play as the already established characters. So, like, I can't pick World of Warcraft. I can't play as Sylvan. What is her name? Sylvanas? Something. Fuck, I can't remember her name. But I can't pick her and then say, let me bring her. Before I play, let me bring her into the character customizer, and let me see. I want to change this or change this. Oh, I want her to be a dude. Hold on, let me make her a dude as well. Okay, good. Now I'm playing, right? Because now, is she, like, I changed some of her backstory, I changed her looks, I changed her gender. Is she even the same character anymore? You know? It's like Freaky Friday, or that episode of Smallville. I don't know if you guys ever saw this episode of Smallville where Lionel gets in Clark's body. Is a Clark Kent with Lionel Luthor's mind the same character? Ask yourself that. Is a Freaky Friday body swap? Clark Kent, different person. Is it the same character? You know, Lionel's in Clark's body, Clark's in Lionel's body. You know? I don't know. Why they're doing this to purposely piss people off, as if we don't have enough divisive stuff going on already. Why do you have to do this? Why? Why not just make your own characters? Make your own characters, let them write good character development, write good stories. It'll get popular over time. You have to earn it. You have to earn it. Right? You write a character, it gets popular. You don't just steal characters and then play character customizer with them. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. Anyways, I had another analogy. Oh yeah. All of the characters that are popular weren't created all at the same time. They were created. Superman was the first ever superhero ever created. Superman, very first superhero ever created. Apparently, they were inspired by Jerry and Joel Shuster, Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. I think that's the guys. They were inspired by Zorro and Moses and some other strong man, maybe Hercules. I can't remember. And then they created Superman in 1938, right? And then a year later, I think it was 1939. Some other people created Batman. And then a couple years later, in like 1941, some other people made Captain Marvel. Yes, Captain Marvel, not that dumb bitch in the Marvel movie. The actual Captain Marvel, the little kid Billy Batson that shouts Shazam and then a lightning bolt hits his chest and he becomes Captain Marvel. That guy. And then around the same time, Captain America was made. And then 20 years later, Stan Lee made a shit ton of characters. All the characters weren't created all at once. You have to make a character, you have to write good character development, you have to write good stories, and then it gets popular on its own. You can't just steal characters constantly. Anyways, let's jump into this and try and dissect some of the stupidness of it. Alright. And there it is. Okay. Tim Drake's Robin comes out as bisexual in new Batman comic book. Alright? In a new issue of the monthly anthology comic series Batman Urban Legends, Batman's famed sidekick Robin came out as bisexual. And oh man, what is even the implications of this? Right? What are they trying to imply here, dude? Like what are they trying to, because you got to remember, Tim Drake was adopted by Bruce Wayne as a little boy off the streets, right? So they're just making things weird. They're just making things weird. If I remember correctly, because there's multiple, I think there's like 4 Robins. I think I'm remembering each one correctly. Tim Drake was the next. I think he was the second one. Or maybe the third one. I don't remember. But Tim Drake was a little kid. He was roaming the streets because his dad like abandoned him or something, or his dad was a crook or something. And I think Batman caught him stealing the hubcaps off of the Batmobile, and then he adopted him as a little boy, right? And then, as with all the Robins, he comes to the Wayne Manor to live with Bruce and be the Robin to Batman. Anyways, let's continue reading. The 6, it's just weird, you know. I'm not saying being gay is weird. I'm saying that they're purposely being divisive and controversial. That's what I'm saying. The 6th issue of the series, which came out Tuesday, shows the character Tim Drake, the 3rd character, take up the Robin mantle in DC Comics history, agreeing to go on a date with a man. After having a light bulb moment and reflecting on not knowing what he wants until right now, Tim visits the house of Bernard Dowd, an old friend he'd met for dinner, blah 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 blah. And then they just go on to read the rest of the conversation that the comic book characters have with each other. Alright, so this is a tweet. I don't know who is this person in this tweet. Tim Drake finally coming out is so okay. This I don't know if this is a writer or okay. No, this is just a person. This is just a person on Twitter. Tim Drake finally coming out is so inspiring. It is? What do you mean? Like, he's a fictional character that you're making come out. It's just, you're what? A fictional character coming out is so inspiring. DC never wanted a queer Robin, but after years and years of campaigning from writers and fans, it finally happened. What do you mean DC never wanted it? I mean, they just let it happen. What do you mean DC never wanted it? You mean the fan base as a whole, as a majority, probably didn't want it, is what you really mean. Only a vocal minority wanted this. Anyways, a big thank you to blah 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 blah, all these idiot writers that made it happen. So inspiring, so brave. No. Listen. These days, it's like a badge of honor. It's like a special credit. It's like this it's not brave these days. It's just like, oh, look at me, I'm special, right? I don't think anyone should be afraid of being themselves or afraid of coming out. Definitely not. What I'm saying is the pendulum has swung so far the other way that these days it's actually like a good thing to be LGBTQ plus, etc. Like I said at the beginning, I just don't understand why they keep doing this to characters. What you do is you write new stories, you write new characters, and then if they're good, they get popular. You don't just steal already popular characters. Anyways, this makes and not only that, like with all the other stuff, like with all the gender swaps and race swaps, etc., there already was characters that were alluded to for decades, right? Like we all for like what, when was Harley Quinn created? In the early 90s, and then from the jump she was like having a lesbian relationship with Poison Ivy, and Catwoman was always bi, and Harley Quinn's bi, Poison Ivy's bi, Renee Montoya's bi. Renee Montoya had like a relationship with another lady, the lady detective, Alan Scott, the Green. I didn't even know that. See, they had. Isn't Alan Scott like one of the oldest Green Lanterns they've ever had? So why do you need to take already established characters and do this? Anyways, fans have taken to Twitter to express their excitement about the reveal and gratitude for the creators. I don't think everyone's excited about this. Anyways, Ortega tweeted a similar sentiment and remarks that the series is her first with DC Comics. Oh, so this is the writer, and it's her first. So let me be the most controversial and get the most followers. Let me be the most controversial, the most clickbaity, get the most attention to my social medias and my writing portfolio, and I would guarantee you that's it's either that or some sort of institutional I don't know, fifth generational warfare type stuff. Anyways, more tweets, more panels. That's the end of the article. I don't think it's that simple. I know what you're going through. Also, like, now I gotta admit, I haven't been into a comic book store since I was a young person. So I don't know how it works these days. But you're not gonna buy this for your kids, are you? Like, these kind of stories are only for an older audience. I don't know. It's just like, there's nothing wrong with being gay. But you don't take characters and treat them like they're a character customizer. It's not your own personal character. As a writer, when you get the privilege, the honor of writing for these characters that have existed for decades and decades and decades and have endeared multiple generations of fans, it is not, you are secondary. It is not your turn to just, this is my turn to shine and treat this as a character customizer. That's not what it is. And I'm sick of it. And I'm sure a lot of people are sick of it. And it's like the whole thing with them firing Henry Cavill as Superman, because now they're gonna have so instead of doing what everyone wants and restoring the Snyderverse, not only does everyone want the Snyderverse restored, not only does everyone want another Henry Cavill Superman movie, also, by the way, The Rock, who is friends with Henry Cavill, also wants Henry Cavill to come back as Superman, because The Rock wants his Black Adam to be in the same movie universe as Henry Cavill Superman, so them two can fight. They're friends in real life and they want to work together. But Warner Brothers decides no, we're going to dismiss Henry Cavill as Superman. We're going to reboot Superman and race swap him into a black Superman, and not even use already established black Supermans that already exist in other multiverses. But no, we're going to create a new black Superman who is actually Clark Kent from Kansas. Farm boy from Kansas. Why? Like, I mean, there's other, if you really wanted a black Superman movie, there's other black Supermans that already exist in other multiverses that you could have used that aren't Clark Kent. But I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, it's like I said. It's like they don't want to give It's like they don't want to. It's like it's self-sabotage, or I don't know. It makes no sense. It's just, no one asked for it. Who asked for this? I mean, who is this girl? The writer, Belen Ortega. Who is she? Who makes these decisions to write, to hire these writers? I'm sure there's a shit ton of other qualified people who want to write. That's the problem though. Things aren't a meritocracy anymore. Everything's become a quota. Everything's become a quota of affirmative action and diversity programs and diversity quotas. So chances are she didn't get hired based on meritocracy. She got hired on being a woman and, judging by the name, a minority, right? So I don't know, whatever. This video gets me in trouble for being real, so be it, but this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Tim Drake's not gay. Dick Grayson's not gay. You want to write a popular bisexual character, popular male bisexual superhero? Write one. Write one. That's what you do. You don't get handled the keys to the kingdom. You don't get the keys to the kingdom handed to you, and then you say, "Oh, character customization. I'm in an MMORPG." No. Okay. That's the end of the video. I'm gonna quit here before I... Wow, this has gone on 21 minutes.